Last-minute shoppers cleared grocery shelves and raided snowblower dealers Friday along the East Coast ahead of a storm that could drop 2 feet or more of fast-falling snow on some of the nation's biggest metro areas, including Philadelphia, New York and Boston. Well, that's pretty cold. Officials from Virginia to Massachusetts declared states of emergency, imposed parking bans and warned of hazardous travel in advance of wet, heavy snow that could fall as fast as 5 inches per hour. Parts of 10 states were under blizzard warnings. The storm threatened whiteout conditions, high winds and coastal flooding, followed by intense cold that could leave many people shivering amid power outages. Well, I hope everyone got heaters. Well, airlines canceled thousands of flights in advance. Merrick McCormick was among hundreds who packed a Shaw's supermarket in Warwick, Rhode Island, with the entire state under a blizzard warning and officials mobilizing more than 500 snowplows. Good go teamwork. I don't fuss with storms. I know in a couple of days we're going to be free and clear. No need to panic, the 51-year-old Cranston resident said, flashing some New England stoicism as he unloaded his groceries. If only more people had that mindset. Regional supermarket giant Stop and Shop pleaded with customers to practice restraint, warning that staffing and supply woes caused by the coronavirus pandemic will mean barer shelves and longer checkout lines. We ask shoppers to buy what they need and save some for their neighbors, the grocery chain said. In a statement, didn't the toilet paper crisis teach them anything? The Boston area, which was under a blizzard warning, could get buried under 18 to 24 inches 45 to 61 centimeters of snow, with some isolated spots of eastern Massachusetts seeing as much as 30 inches 76 according to the National Weather Service. Coastal New Jersey was forecast to get as much as 18 inches 46 centimeters of snow, and eastern Long Island up to 17 inches 43. Philadelphia, New York City, and parts of Delaware, Maryland and Virginia could get 10, 25, or more. Washington was forecast to be spared the worst of the snowfall, with only 1 to 3 inches, 2.5 to 8 centimeters. Airlines canceled about 1,300 U.S. flights Friday and more than 3,100 on Saturday. More than 90% of Saturday schedules at Boston's Logan Airport and New York's LaGuardia were scrubbed. According to FlightAware, Delta Airlines said it would suspend flights at the 3 major New York City area airports and at Logan on Saturday, with the hope of resuming service Sunday afternoon. Amtrak canceled or limited weekend train service along its busy corridor from Washington to Boston. Snow began falling Friday evening in parts of Appalachia and was sweeping northward from there in the Carolinas. The system was expected to intensify into a nor'easter, a coastal storm that churns up the East Coast, and blow into New England early Saturday with wind gusts as high as 70 miles per hour 113 kilometers per hour. The refrain from New York Gov. Kathy Hochul and other state executives was, "Just stay off the roads." Massachusetts banned heavy trucks from interstate highways for most of Saturday, and the Boston area's transit agency said many buses would run only on snow routes. Maryland Gov. Larry Hogan mobilized the National Guard in Virginia, where a blizzard this month stranded hundreds of motorists for hours on Interstate 95. Gov. Glenn Youngkin said officials had begun positioning resources in anticipation of toppled trees, power outages and tidal flooding. About 1,800 snowplows were ready in New York City. Sanitation Commissioner Edward Grayson said, while in New England, some officials fretted about a shortage of drivers. Connecticut Transportation Commissioner Joseph Giuletti said Friday his staffing is down about 30% this weekend because of COVID-19 and other issues. The state expects to have more than 600 plow and sanding trucks out in addition to contractors. But with snow expected to fall so fast, it might not be enough, he said. It depends on the length of the storm, Giuletti said. Because these people have to keep circling and going back out on the routes. The worst of the storm was expected to blow by Sunday morning into Canada, where several provinces were under storm warnings. Shoppers, some of them looking forward to hibernating, crammed grocery stores for bread, eggs, milk and other staples. Mark Rudkowski, a 28-year-old machine learning engineer, stocked up at the Star Market in Cambridge, Massachusetts, on French bread and wine, as well as balloons and toys for his dog, who turned 1 on Friday. He's going to love it. He's a snow dog, Rudkowski said. People and the freaking dogs. Gosh man. In Maine, which was also under a blizzard warning, Rick Tucker kept busy and cheerful as customers bought generators, snowblowers, shovels, ice melt and lanterns at Maine Hardware in Portland. How about burning the ice? That would help. It sounds like it's going to be a big one, said Tucker, the store president. We haven't had one of those for a while. It's going to be fun. That's it for Maybe I'm Rambling Party on, guys.